What is the difference between the sum of the first 20 terms and the next 20 terms of the arithmetic sequence 6, 10, 14, etc.? This is our question. So we have the first term, it is given, that's equal to 6, and the common difference, that's equal to 10 minus 6. You get the difference as 4. The question is this: we need to first compute the sum of 20 terms of the sequence, isn't it? So let's find out the sum of these 20 terms. That's equal to n by 2. This is the equation we studied. If the last term is given, you can easily apply this equation, the first one. If the last term is not given, you can apply this one. So look here, friends. First, we need to compute the sum of these 20 terms of the sequence, and that's equal to n by 2. Here I am considering this equation, this one, n by 2, which means the value of n in the first case is 20. First case we are taking 20 terms. So 20 by 2 into 2a1 means 2 into the first term, that is 2 into 6 plus n minus 1 times d. Here the value of n, I told you, it is 20. 20 minus 1 is 19. 19 into d is equal to 4, and that's equal to, you get 20 by 2, which means 10. 2 into 6 is 12. 12 plus 20 minus 1 is 19. 19 into 4, you get the answer 76. So 76 plus 12, that's equal to 88. 88 into 10, you get the value 880. This is the sum of 20 terms. So the question, if you try to notice the question again, it again asks the difference between the first 20 terms and the next 20 terms. So we need to compute the next 20 term also. So again we are taking 20 terms also, so the n become, so you can name this is n1 and this is n2. You can just take here n2, that's equal to 20 plus 20, you get the value 40. So you have to compute the sum of 40 terms of the sequence, and if you got that sum of 40 terms of the sequence, you need to subtract this term from that, so you get the difference. So here I am taking n is equal to 40. The reason why I am taking is because the question asks is for the next 20 terms. So the 20 terms after this 20 terms is simply we get 40 terms. So sum of 40 terms, that's equal to, the equation we can change like this: n by 2, that is 40 by 2 into 2a, which means 2 into 6. Again 2 into 6, we have the equation something like this: 2 into 6 plus n minus 1 times, here the value of n is 40, so 40 minus 1 I am writing 39, n minus 1 times d, so 39 into d is equal to 4, and that's equal to 40 by 2, you get the answer 20. 20 into, let's consider the terms inside the bracket, 6 into 12, 2 is 12, 39 into 4 is 156. So 156 is the multiplication of 39 into 4. 156 plus 12, you get the value 168. 168, that's equal to, if you multiply 20 with 168, simply we can write down the double of 168 is 336, and if you place 1 0 again, you get the value, that is 3360. So this is the sum of 40 terms of the sequence. So the question is, we need to compute the difference between those two. So it is simply, we can subtract this 880 from the 3360, that is sum of 40 terms minus sum of 20 terms is the difference between that, and that's equal to 3360 minus 880, and that's equal to 2480. This is the answer. So we got the answer. There is another way to find the answer. Let me tell you that. look here, if you compute the last, that is, we got the answer, just keep that in your mind. This is the second way to find it. If you find the 20th term in the sequence, you can see the equation becomes something like this. That is, let me show you that way. That is the 20th term, which becomes first term plus, here 6 is the first term, n minus 1 times d. Here you have considered n is equal to 20, so 19 times d, that's equal to 4. So you can write 19 into 4 is 19 into 4, you can write 76 plus 6 is 82. So 82 is the 20th term. So if you try to compute, the first term is 6 and the last term is 82, you get the same answer, that is 6 plus 82 is 88 again. 88 by 2, you can simply write 44. 44 into 20, 44 into 20, you can write you get the same value, that is 880. That is sum of first 20 terms of the the 20 terms of sum of 20 terms of the sequence. So if you try to consider the next 20 terms, that is, we know the 20th term is 82, so the 21th term, whenever you consider the 21th term is 82 plus 6 is, that is the first term of the second sequence, that is 88 is the 21st term of the sequence. So we need to compute the last term, that is the 14th term. Whenever you compare, this is the first sequence, whenever you try to calculate the 14th term, which becomes something like this. If you try to take this 88 as the first term, this equation again you can consider as the 20th term. Okay, so the 14th term, or whenever you consider it is the first sequence of the pattern, you have to consider this 40 as the 20th term. Okay, I hope you understand. And that's equal to 88 plus 19 times common difference again is 4, so 19 into 4 we know, that is 76. 76 plus 88, you get the answer 164 is the 14th, I mean the 20th term, whenever you consider this as the second sequence. So 164 is the last term of the sequence. So this first term is 88 and the 20th term is 164. If you try to compute the sum of this sequence, and the first term is 88 and the last term is 164, you get the value, that is 164 plus 88